Are you ready for the next Star Wars? In the Lord of the Rings. That's what Warner Brothers wants. Lord of the Rings to be the next Star Wars, ladies and gents, with spin-offs and HBO Max spin-off TV series, movies out the wazoo. Can't wait. Can't wait. Doesn't sound particularly great, I'm not going to lie. This was my main worry when Embracer Group purchased the rights from Sol Zantz of Middle-earth Enterprises, basically. They have the rights to the movies and the books. They can basically do whatever they want with the material, the Embracer Group. And at that point, there was no deal with Warner Brothers. And at that point, they started talking about spin-offs, about making a Gandalf spin-off, an Aragorn spin-off, a Gollum spin-off, just loads and loads of spin-offs. That was the key word on their lips. Now there's a deal with Warner Brothers. There was some hope, because I was thinking, oh, Peter Jackson will come back. Cool. Warner Brothers was making The War for Rohirrim, which was like an animated rights retainer movie, but still, it was going to be released in theatres. Looked quite decent. There was some imagery released. I did videos on it. I was like, yeah, this looks promising, you know? They got the people back from Peter Jackson stuff. Not Peter Jackson himself, but they had people who worked on those films back for The War for Rohirrim. And now the word is that Warner Brothers themselves are saying, yeah, this is the next Star Wars. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. Just like nothing is the next Marvel. Stop doing this. It doesn't work. It does not work at all. It's a bad, bad move. Gotta stop doing it. So, let's take a look at this today, ladies and gents. Hit subscribe, share the video, like it, all that good stuff. Here it is, The Lord of the Rings, viewed as Star Wars-like franchise by Warner Brothers. And Amazon Video responds. Their response isn't that great, so this is not like a video based around that, because it's not exactly a spicy response. It's pretty damn tame and pretty crap, to be fair. But when I say Lord of the Rings, Star Wars doesn't come to mind, does it? No? No, I didn't think so. Which is interesting, because HBO and Warner Brothers seems to be going all in on this sort of fantasy epic adventure. They've got Game of Thrones, there's multiple Game of Thrones spin-offs, House of the Dragon, probably some others, I'm sure, somewhere along the line. And now they're like, yeah, we'll go all in on more stuff, which I don't hate. I don't hate the idea. I like fantasy and adventure and things. I really, really do. I think Tolkien is the master of that. But the problem is you're going to now saturate the market with it. And it's not just that. Amazon Prime has got like 5 seasons worth of The Rings of Power. And now we'll have multiple spin-offs from HBO Max and Warner Brothers. And movies. Just everything. They're Star Wars-like franchise. There is no Star Wars-like franchise because it's called Star Wars. And that's now been done to death. And as a really good case study, David Zaslav, just look at the mass appeal for Star Wars now. It's gone downhill. Stop trying to emulate something, especially when there is now recorded data to show you that it doesn't work when you do anyway. It doesn't work. Anyway, whatever. So, a new report reveals that Warner Brothers is planning to take a Star Wars style approach to The Lord of the Rings. God damn. So, The Rings of Power is the most expensive TV series ever made. I still don't understand how. It looks like a 5-year-old made it. But Amazon Prime Video now finds itself with competition in the form of Warner Brothers. The studio announced plans to expand the franchise in theatres and HBO Max, suggesting we'll soon see 2 conflicting visions for Middle-earth on our screens. Warner Brothers is a minority stakeholder in the franchise, but is still free to do what it likes. Desperate to recapture past success, the Discovery-owned studio is banking on yet another familiar IP, and the Hollywood Reporter reveals that, though there are no scripts yet, one insider suggests to us that Warner Brothers hopes to turn Lord of the Rings into a Star Wars-like franchise. That could mean many things. However, spin-offs is the way they're going to go. We know this because that was the word on Embracer Group's lips when they purchased the rights before Warner Brothers. They were like, yeah, spin-offs, 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 spin-offs. So we know it'll be spin-offs. And obviously Warner Brothers is hoping to enlist filmmaker Peter Jackson and his writing partners Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens to be part of this vision. Something that would give them an advantage over Amazon, a studio that throws them out of the Rings of Power. Yeah. It'll give them an edge, but it won't give them that much of an edge. Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is you'll just muddy Peter Jackson's name when these garbage spin-offs are released. That is genuinely what will happen. Now, bearing in mind, this could be good, but when you start using words like Star Wars-like franchise, that's when I start to go, ooh, bad. Why is it bad? Because Star Wars has turned to complete dust and ash. It's not good. You tell me that Star Wars as a franchise is good right now, I'm going to laugh in your face. And you tell me you're excited for anyone saying they're going to emulate that, then I'm going to laugh in your face, because that's not good. Terrible. Anyway, Warner Brothers had found itself embroiled in a legal battle with the Sol Zaentz company-owned Middle-earth Enterprises about whether they were doing enough with the property, with plans for an animated movie, The War of the Rohirrim, deemed insufficient. So they tried to do that as a rights holder, but then Embracer Group just came in and was like, yeah, we're going to buy all that anyway. So new owners Embracer have settled matters as they look to take advantage of the franchise's popularity. So they're like, yeah, we'll make loads of stuff. Who cares? But Amazon plans to remain in the second age. Warner Brothers is looking to figure out how to tell more stories in the third. One insider views that as a sign of desperation. They want to make it seem like they are the studio of old. The Hobbit didn't leave people wanting more, which is they're completely right. But then Amazon have come in, and this is why Amazon just need to lay off the crack pipe or stop smelling their own farts. Because Jennifer Salk, Amazon Studios head, doesn't care. And it's like, oh, well, we'll see. We love our original series, and we're extremely proud of it, and invested long term. So we definitely think that there's enough fan love to sustain ours for a long time. You don't have any fans. You have 0 fans. No one likes the Rings of Power. All but some absolute willy faces. Alright? It's not a good series. It's real bad. Obviously, look, I understand it does have fans, but they're dwindling time and time again. We know that. We've seen the viewing statistics now. These are not things that you can lie about when the figures have been released. They're not good. At all. So let me know what you think of this down below. Star Wars-like franchise. Not good. You will oversaturate the market. It's not good. I think this is really bad, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Does it excite you? Do you care? Let me know down below. Take care.